Top 10 places you should never swim. Nobody can deny that swimming is a pretty fun form of exercise, but if you pick the wrong place to swim, it can be a pretty dangerous one too. Here we aren't talking about a dirty pool or sunburn risks, we're talking about real danger. Public health experts claim that drowning is one of the most lethal accidents on the planet. In short, you need good common sense to choose the place you're going to swim, so you can avoid drowning risks or becoming an apex predator's meal. Today, we're going to show you some of the absolute worst places for swimming. Obviously, common sense isn't that common nowadays, and you'll find some people that have died in some of these places. So next time you plan a swimming trip, avoid these places or anything like them. And if you're curious, join us today. We'll show you the absolute top 10 most dangerous places where you should never, ever swim. Ever. Number 10. Novosibirsk Maldives. Who doesn't love a good selfie? We do, and we enjoy taking selfies in beautiful places so that we can share them with our friends and followers. Yet what we don't like is to risk our lives or health in the process. It looks like that for some influencers, there's no limit when it comes to taking selfies. Common sense would warn most people about picking a hellish toxic dump as a selfie spot. If you get to Novosibirsk, don't accept an invitation to visit its so-called Maldives. In 2019, it became a magnet for Instagrammers in Russia because of its paradisic looks. However, the Novosibirsk Maldives is a very toxic pond used to discard ash from a nearby coal plant. The artificial lake is full of harmful chemicals that may cause an allergic reaction in contact with the skin. Although the local energy company warned the public about the dangerous lake, there are still people that insist on taking pictures there. According to CNN, there are people organizing picnics and bathing in the lake. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for all of you that'll just take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And boom, 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 9. Condado Beach, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a fantastic place to visit. It's home to some of the most talented and influential musicians in the world, like Ricky Martin, Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee, and Bad Bunny, just to name a few. Puerto Ricans are charismatic, hardworking people, great friends, and buddies to party with. With tons of beaches to enjoy, it's incredible that so many people choose to swim at the Condado Beach, even after what many travelers have said about it. Many tourists have noted that the Condado Beach is very nice, but dangerous. The wisest tourists get scared away by huge waves, rip currents, and very dangerous undertows. Also, there are big rocks on both sides of the beach, so you could likely get hurt swimming when the tide is high and strong. So if you're enjoying a nice walk at the Condado neighborhood, enjoy the view, but avoid swimming at the beach. There are plenty of alternatives around. Number 8. Westin, Grand Bahama. The Bahamas are one of the best destinations you could pick, ever. Its capital, Nassau, is one of the most active cruise ship ports on the Caribbean. As almost 700 islands are part of the country, there are hundreds of options to enjoy scuba diving, swimming, or enjoy breathtaking sea views. Like everything in life, the Bahamas has a very dangerous side, so when you get there, avoid the west end of Grand Bahama Island. According to the Weather Channel, the waves are strong, and its rip currents are the most threatening part of the whole country. Yet, sharks are the most frightening thing about this spot. The entire West End is one of the most shark-populated places in the world. So if you want to stay whole and outside of a great white or tiger shark, it's better to find another beach in the Bahamas. Number 7. Lake Kibo. If you like to explore new places, you know that some of them can blow your mind. Yet absolutely no one wants to visit places that can literally blow you up. Unlike Novosibirsk Maldives, which toxicity was caused by human abuse, the Lake Kibo is naturally toxic and explosive, a trait that the lake shares with only 2 others in the world. Although Lake Kibo is nice and warm, without any dangerous predator living in its waters, it can always explode unexpectedly. Moreover, it releases poisonous gas from time to time, so it's not safe to be around. Past tragedies and fossils are evidence of the lake's lethal outgassing events. According to geologists, Kibo is the most dangerous of the exploding lakes because it has layers of carbon dioxide and methane on its bottom. As you know, both gases are toxic to humans, and methane is very explosive. Number 6. The Boston Strid. The Boston Strid is one of the most easily underestimated dangers in the United Kingdom. According to the locals, nobody has returned after getting inside its waters. The river swallows debris and people, crushing them against hidden rocks. The Strid is narrow and deceptive. It looks calm and shallow, but actually, it's powerful and deep, and full of twisting undercurrents. Legend says that the Strid claimed the life of the heir to the Scottish throne in the 12th century, among hundreds of people after. Number 5. Arnica River. The Arnica River flows through Venezuela and Colombia, and is 1,330 miles long, approximately. Its waters are the magic behind some of the most diverse and beautiful rainforests on the planet. Yet it's full of deadly features, so it's better to avoid its charm and try and find a safer place to swim. The river is full of piranhas, alligators, anacondas, and some of the most venomous snakes in the world. Its shores aren't even necessarily safer, since they're the territory of powerful predators, such as the jaguar. The Arnica is known for its treacherous waters and strong currents and whirlpools, and its ability to swallow entire trees in less than a second. But if you still want to swim in the Orinoco, choose one of its few protected beaches and never do it alone, because it might be your last dive. Number 4. Karachay Lake. The Ural Mountains in western Russia are one of the most beautiful places in the world. Wild and mostly uninhabited, these mountains have been the refuge for strong and resilient plants and animals. Unfortunately, a secret Soviet project to build nuclear weapons utterly ruined one of its most rich lakes. The radioactive waste dumped in the lake transformed a source of fresh water into one of the most polluted places on Earth. The Karachay Lake became a dumping ground for radioactive waste in 1951. Even after years of cleansing, no living creature can survive 5 minutes in the area. The place became so toxic that during a drought in 1961, a cloud of poisonous dust flew from it and irradiated 500,000 people, a tragedy likened to an atomic bomb attack. Needless to say, it's almost impossible to reach the place, so swimming in it? Well, we guess that's good that it's unlikely too. Number 3. Fraser Island. Any decent Queenslander would complain about the bad rap of their coast. And we've found many sources full of misleading information about the beaches surrounding Queensland and Australia. Many influencers admitted the fact that the Sunshine and Gold Coast beaches are some of the most attractive and safest to swim in Australia. Yet we can't ignore that the southeastern coast of Queensland is the home of the largest sand island and one of the most dangerous beaches in the world. Fraser Island, or Kagari, is a protected area for wildlife, and we would say that humans are protected from it as well. The sea around the island is the preferred playground of young great whites, and the sandy beaches are property of the dingoes, Australian wild dogs. Additionally, the waters around the island are packed with enormous and dangerous jellyfish. And if you can endure the biting and the stinging, you would still need to survive the violent riptides, without lifeguards or any warning flag. And now, let's get ready for today's best pick. Number 2. Playa Zicatela. With Karachay Beach so close, it's unbelievable that some people still choose Zicatela Beach to swim. Karachay is sheltered, has clear water, and is completely safe for swimming. Zicatela, on the other hand, is a top spot for surfers due to its powerful waves. Still, the striking combination of the waves with the undercurrent and the entangling underwater plants can form a deadly trap. Travelers describe it as a beautiful but dangerous beach on TripAdvisor reviews. And honestly, we'd pick a short ride to Karachay over Zicatela any day. Number 1. Zambezi River. In Africa, there's a river that combines the dangers caused by humans and nature. It's almost 1,864 miles long, and it's geared up to destroy pretty much anything. The Zambezi River spans across 5 countries: Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique, Angola, and Namibia. The beautiful wilderness that surrounds the mighty Zambezi hides a history of conflicts, which have been eroding the human life around it. The flow of the river seems clean, and although it's free of industrial waste, it has unexploded mines flowing through it. Additionally, it has unique rapids and some of the most ferocious predators in the world, including the Zambezi sharks that swim more than 186 miles upstream from the Indian Ocean. Like all great rivers, its coast is just as dangerous as its waters, and is dominated by lions and leopards. Obviously, we're very grateful to have this beautiful river on our planet, but honestly, we'd prefer to hang out somewhere else. Today, we had an amazing time exploring, and we hope to see you around here again very soon.